Hey, what's up everybody, BDF 44 coming at you another video. I don't know what homeboy's name is, but I'm pretty sure the dude next door to me is that funny actor that's always doing wild stuff. Wild stuff. This actor, black actor, he's always funny. He could rap his ass off. He's a comedian, but he always got some mental illness-like thing going on. I can't think of what his name is right now. Maybe it'll come to me. But I'm pretty damn certain he's in the room right next to me. Pretty damn certain that was him. I got a glance at his face just now as I was coming out the room. And I ain't look at him too long, because you know you don't be looking at dudes too long like that you. I'm more of a respectful when it comes to celebrities and stuff like that. But I'm pretty damn certain. As I glanced up at his face, I'm like, holy crap, it's that dude. I can't think of his name, but he always doing some wacky mental illness type stuff. He was in the news 2 days ago for some crazy wacky stuff he did. Yelling at somebody about something, I don't know. But pretty damn sure that's him right there behind me at the hotel though. Pretty damn certain. But yeah, shout out to him, man. If I could think of your name, I promise I'd tell people. But nevertheless, man, going down to Panda Express, try to get me some sides to go with my rice. I just don't want what I have to eat. I mean, it's the rice and turkey, which is normal for me to eat, but to be honest with you, I just have a taste for more. I want something else. I want some teriyaki chicken or something, I don't know, but I got my own rice, so they don't have to give me none of that. I'm just gonna get probably $10 worth of sides if they have it like that, in a little cart, I guess. Maybe some teriyaki chicken and maybe some peppered chicken or something like that. And that's kind of what the mindset is. And so I know this place is right past the train station, 25-minute walk, so it's gonna be a 50-minute walk or whatever. I don't really care. I probably should have brought my jacket, but I just wanted to get out a little further. I wasn't quite ready to call it a night. I don't know, I just feel good physically. Probably won't be after I eat another cheat meal, which is what this technically probably would be, but I just wanted something else to go with that rice. You know, the problem is with the rice I have is it's just too plain, man. It's too plain. It don't taste like nothing. And the way I'm feeling right now, I want some flavor to my food. So that's where I'm headed, to Panda Express. Somewhere on Lancashire, somewhere down here. But yeah, man, I made a Laker video telling the Lakers, everybody who follows me, more or less, to not let this team let LeBron James walk. I just see that being a big mistake that I don't think has really been. I don't know if people are really looking at it the way I'm looking at it, but that's something I'm really concerned about as a team, as a fan. And you know, I'm not gonna turn this into a Laker video. I'm honestly not, but that's really where my head is. I'm still thinking about that, to be honest with you. And as a fan of my team, I just want to see us get it together. So, you know, that's pretty much that. I feel all right, man. I hope that everybody's enjoying the day, man. At the end of the day, I don't really have a lot to say. I just want to go get my food, come back here, and skip right past this In-N-Out. I don't want no In-N-Out burger, none of that. The rice is already cooking anyway, so I ain't eating nothing like that. But you know, I would have loved to have gotten out today and go to somewhere like Hollywood or something, or downtown or something. But it just was not going to happen on this day. But it ain't mean I can't get some fresh air and all of that, man. I'm wondering what the next room is going to be, because for me, this room had a lot of memorable moments in it. Sometimes you get rooms in this situation I'm in where you're just skipping around in the hotel and it comes and goes. Other times you have poignant moments. Each room has its own feel to it, but the one I just came out of, some of the most memorable stuff happened in that room. Some of the most important dreams I've had, some of the best art pieces I made. The best Laker game of the season was watched there. One of the worst stomach aches I've had since being on this side of town. All of these different things, man. So I'm just curious where this is headed as far as what the Lord is doing with my life. And because I got a lot of spiritual energy last night that kind of said the end of that room. Kind of, you know, one of the rooms I only remember the most from having terrible showers there. It's just like a lot of stuff that comes with each room. And I'm kind of appreciating the change every 3 weeks, even though I don't like the process. Having a new room to adjust to isn't bad. for my personality, having a new shower from which to shower. Because it's like this last shower, for example, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, but I was glad I didn't have it for too long, that kind of thing. There's little stuff like that you don't hate when you've only lived in like 3 places your whole life, for which I have. I've only moved 3 times, 4 times now, so it's like this is giving me an entirely different dynamic that I've never known in my life, and I kind of appreciate certain aspects of it. So I'm wondering what this next room is going to be about. What's going to be the thing about this room that's coming up? And I really appreciate there ain't been no roaches either. As I told y'all, they seal the rooms differently when it's an air-conditioned room. It's almost like they let the roaches into non-air-conditioned rooms. They really do. And they seal them off differently, and they put down roach killer and different types of stuff to make sure that you will never see her. I didn't see a single roach in that room. Not one. And I know that ain't by accident. So, I've been fortunate enough for that. But, yeah, man, it's just a time in my life where I told y'all, getting spiritual energy. Last night, what I got from the Lord was, you're covered. You are covered. BDF is covered. That was the energy that came to me last night before I went to sleep. Like, you are covered. The Lord wanted to see certain things out of you during this process. He wanted to see you do certain things. He wanted to see you become a certain way, and he's more or less, he's satisfied with what he sees in you. He doesn't regret putting you through this. You've done what he was hoping he would see you do. That's what came to me last night. As I was sitting back trying to figure out, okay, am I going to be the person that I want to be in this situation? Is it going to get better from here? Am I going to hate my life from here? And then what came to me was, you're covered. And the Lord has told me, I was like, with my uncle's situation, am I taking too much? And the Lord was essentially saying, no, not in this situation. You are covered. There's plenty of what you need for this situation already in place. And that doesn't mean my family set it aside for my troubles, but it does mean that the Lord has already dedicated what it needs to come my way. It's already set in stone that I'm going to get all I need to get through this financially. So long as obviously I can stay on the right path. I mean, that don't mean go out and buy a PlayStation 5. And I'm like, no, it just means that while I'm on this path, if I stay on the righteousness that I've been on, I won't find myself without what I need. He was telling me that last night. There's plenty for what you need to take care of the situation set aside for you. So I'm thankful for that. And so, like, these are the type of things that was coming to me last night as I was speaking to the Lord about just where this thing is headed, man. Where's this headed, And I checked my, I don't think I had a chance to tell y'all that. I checked my SI progress, and it said 69%. It was supposed to be done now in January. And we are now approaching February, and it says 69%. Now, the good thing was I mustered up the courage to actually check it out, because there was a big problem for me at the point, to a point where I wasn't really up for it. And I was telling you guys that too, like, it was bringing me a great deal of anxiety to even consider it. Looking at that and finding out if I had gotten denied or approved. And essentially, that information is not even in yet. So it's like, all right, on this pace, they're not going to let me know probably for another till April. It's basically if this is on the same path. But see, what I was wondering was, has it slowed down because I've been turning up my therapy sessions? Since I've been going to therapy regularly, are they waiting for her, my therapist, to report back to them what she's found? And because the therapy has been spread out in such a way where it's not as consistent as we'd like it to be, you have to put off a week for his, put off a week for that. I was wondering if that was affecting their decision. My gut tells me it probably is. If I would have simply not had new therapy or taken any therapy, they would already had the information in regards to what the decision is. But because I'm literally in therapy and addressing it, it's taking longer because the process is taking longer. So it's like, all right, if that's what's going on, fine. But the same time, I don't want to keep asking my family to keep me through this situation when this was only supposed to last through January. But that is the truth, man. We're at 69%. And so I'm hopeful we can get some information going in regards to expediting this process. I'm not so uncomfortable living at the Studio Lodge Hotel at this point to where it's like, oh my God, this has to hurry up and end. In theory, you want this to end at any moment. If somebody offered me an apartment right now, I'd be happy to take it and never look back. But if the money is there for me to be in this situation, I can handle being in this situation until they're done. But it's just the point where I want to get what I'm supposed to be getting, man, and get on with my life. If there's something else that needs to happen in my life, I'm ready to start that process so that it can happen. And so for me, it's like, that's more the urgency rather than my living circumstances dealing with this. I've been dealing with this for 6 months. That's not a big deal. It's mostly about moving on from this at some point into another state of life to where I'm not sitting up here saying, okay, family, can you keep on paying this way for me while we wait? I want that wait to be over with. It took everything in me to find out the information that ultimately was not complete. So it's like, I'd rather that be done. You know, if there's an appeal process that needs to be done, cool. If they can start sending me these checks, I know that first month, I got to pay this state. That's the problem. And when I get my first SSI check, the state is going to take that for the GR. And it's $200 a month for like 4 months. So that's probably going to take up the whole check, more or less. Plus whatever is going to be going forward. So it's like, all right, even when it does start kicking in, I'll still be not quite where I need to be, but at least I'll know I have it from here on out. So it's like these type of things are just like, you would love for this to be over with. You would love to know what's coming as it pertains to their decision. And so that's where I'm at right now, but I am proud of myself for mustering up the courage to check. Because my thinking was, I did not want to contact my uncle at the end of January, ask him for more money without telling him where we're at. That was my thinking. It feels like the wrong thing to do, to just kick that can down the road just because my anxiety is telling me I don't want to check. You need to check. You need to check, and you need to report that back to the person who's paying your way. So that strength I found in me, and I let him know in the text where we're at, so that he won't think that I'm just going to continue to take indefinitely while that information could have potentially already been available to me. So that was important, man. Just overcome myself in that way, and I did. Got it done. Checked that thing out. Looked at what it said. It said 69%. I rolled my eyes and kept scrolling. That was really it. So, man, we just keep going, man. And you know, two ways about it. Some stuff ain't gonna always go your way. Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet on things. But at the end of the day, man, we keep pushing. There's no way around it. Life is gonna keep going. And as we keep going with it, so too are the circumstances that make us stronger as we continue to grow through the difficulties of our lives. Whatever makes you stronger is worth going through, I'm finding. With the exception of just agonizing pain. If it's going to make you stronger, it's for your betterment, and you want that. And that's why I'm not telling the Lord, oh, please get me out of this. I'm so frustrated. I'm not. Believe it or not, I'm not frustrated. If anything, I'm just asking for the strength to not become frustrated. Certain days suck. But overall, I'm still doing what it is I love to do. You take what it is that I love to do away from the circumstance, then I'm having struggles. But as long as I'm able to continue to endure through my intentions, workout, channel, Lakers stuff, this, that, and the third, and it's me doing what I would otherwise do if I were somewhere else. Still doing me, you know what I mean? So that's what's most important. As bad as this looks, so long as I can still do what I love to do while in it, it really ain't that bad. And just the same, if you gave me my own place but then took away my ability to do all the things I love to do, I would be miserable in my own place, but not able to do what it is that I ultimately am here to do. So it's like, I'm finding as long as I keep churning in life, with the things that I'm most appreciative of doing, it really ain't gonna be a whole lot of complaining. That's what I've learned in this situation. If I can do what I do anywhere in the world, I just got to get used to wherever I'm at in the world. And that's what I've come to understand. And I think I see Panda across the street, right past the train station. So, yeah, I think that's what that is over there. Yeah, I was looking at that little panda on the side. So it's like, you know, these are the type of things. It's like you only find this out about yourself when you go through certain things. It's like you don't know this until the Lord puts you through the difficulties of the life you're in. Then it's like, all right, now that I've seen all this go down this way, it's like, I have a little more strength in me to deal. Oh, I have the ability to adapt a little more. Oh, I don't have to have things go my way in order to stay disciplined in what it is that I'm doing. I don't need to be in the same room every day in order to work out, in order to eat the meals that I like to eat, in order to get the exercise outside. I don't have to, you know what I mean? Certain things that you just learn on through these difficulties. And that's what I've come to understand. The adaptability of self and my willingness to keep going. I can do that. I ain't gotta have things be stable around me in order to be stable inside. That's what I'm telling you. So that's really what I'm telling all of you guys, man. Just keep going. With the hard times you go through in your life. Y'all hear that? He calling these boys slave catchers. That's what he's doing. See these horses across the street? Homeboy call them slave catchers. So that's what it is, man. Just stay strong. That's what I'm telling everybody. Just stay strong, bro. Don't fold just because difficulties come your way. If you can still be yourself within those difficulties, then you're going to find that you can indeed endure those difficulties. You know, sometimes maybe you get locked up, but if you're an artist and you still have access to paper and stuff like that, then you can still be yourself wherever you're at. If you're inside, outside, got your apartment, wherever, you can still be who you are, and that's what's going to keep you going. And someone could put you somewhere, give you all you need, but then take away what it is that makes you you, and you're going to be miserable. But if you allow yourself to keep the things that make you you, wherever you're at, you can still be that. And that's what I'm learning. You know, be yourself. Maybe you have to adjust. Maybe you have to make such an adjustment that it's not really fun for you. Maybe it's like, okay, well, I lost this, lost that, so now I don't have everything I need. But if you still got certain aspects of it, then you will adjust to the lack of what it is, and you will be stronger because you've made that adjustment. And so these are the type of things you're thinking about. It's like, yo, it took hard times for me to get this, man. I wouldn't have got this 6 months ago. There's no way. I wouldn't have known this. I'd have been like, look, I need my space, or otherwise I can't be myself. No, yeah, I can. Do I have all my tools? All right, cool. But I can do everything I need to do. Do I have the space from which to accomplish it? Is there AC? A table? Yeah. All right, I can be an artist. I got my paper. Like I said, yeah. All right, then I'll be an artist anywhere. So long as there's a table there and some space for me to do my thing, then I can get it done anywhere. And that's what this has taught me, man. The adaptability of self. So I'm a Panda. Finally here. About to go get what I get. Now I'll talk to you guys out of there. BDF 44. Thank you for watching.